Hey, my name is DocHollyHealth and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little stretching routine and it's really going to open up the back of your hamstrings. So if you have tight hamstrings like I do, you're going to love this one. Listen to your body. Let's get started at the front of your yoga mat in a forward fold. So you can just start to tuck your chin, bend your knees a little bit, round on in. Grab opposite elbows and just start to sway a little bit side to side. Shake your head yes and no just to release tension in your body and just let gravity take you here. You can scoop your belly button up and in to protect your lumbar spine, your low back. And just feel the weight shift side to side as you gently sway side to side, making this feel just organic and just feel good in your body. You don't have to look a certain way when you're stretching. We're all just searching for that feeling. Good, relax your hands down. Take your fingertips down in front of you. Inhale halfway up and exhale, you're gonna step your right foot back about 4 feet down your mat at a 45-degree angle. And now we're just gonna fold over this left leg. If you've got tight hamstrings, you can bend the left knee a little bit, or if you've got yoga blocks, you can put your hands on yoga blocks, or your fingertips are under your shoulder, or you're using your palms, and palms can be down under your shoulder. You can start to walk them in a little bit. And just keeping your hips in line. Sometimes we want to scoot our hips out to the side or move them about, but just keep that alignment. A little squeeze in the inner thighs, a little activity in this left thigh. Inhale, lift your spine, look up, and exhale, fold back in like a cat. Inhale, lift your spine, look up, kind of like a cow tilt to your lumbar spine as well. And exhale, come back in. Let's do that again. Inhale, look up, and exhale, try to find more space and try to search for your chest towards your thigh. Even if it doesn't reach there, it's really about the intention, and the more you do it, the more our body will start to unwind and go that way. In stretches, I really like to slow down my breathing pattern. So check where your breath is. How are you breathing now? Just take it a little bit slower and a little bit softer here. Good, bend the left knee, push through your left foot, come back to that forward fold, pluck the right foot next to the left, grab opposite elbows and sway here. Maybe you're already feeling a little difference in your left and right hamstring after that. Good, release the hands, inhale halfway up, kind of like Ardha Uttanasana. Now let's just do the other side. Set the left foot back about 3.5, 4 feet. Keeping the legs shoulder width apart. Now we're gonna be going over the right leg. Ground your feet, activate your thighs, and start to come inward. Check the alignment of your hips. They're still like 2 headlights shining forward. So you're nice and square, keeping the belly button up and in. And then think of like cow tilting the hips up and back instead of having that rounding action. Think of lengthening out the tailbone. And then we'll do those little breaths again. Inhale, really think of cow tilt in the hips as you reach the spine up. And exhale, fold in even more towards the right thigh. Inhale, reach up, out the crown. Exhale, fold down and in, listening to your body, your edge. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower down. Let's hold this and slow down the breath again. Maybe 3 more breaths here. You can walk the hands back if it feels right to you. For 3, 2, 1. Bend through the right knee. Come back to a forward fold. Grab those opposite elbows and take your little sway. Maybe you're finding even more depth here. Good, release the hands. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Now let's take a down dog. Plant the hands and just step back 1 foot at a time down your mat and shift all the way back into that downward facing dog. And let's think of the hamstrings here. Tilt that tailbone to the sky, and you can bend those knees a little bit if needed, if you're tight, and just try to find that lengthening down the legs. Even if the heels don't reach the mat, they're searching for that length. Pressing the chest towards the thighs, grounding in your fingertips. Good, and we'll keep moving. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Keep the hips square. Squeeze your right glute. Look forward. Exhale, bring the right knee to your nose like a high plank. And then flex the right foot. Step between your hands, keeping about shoulder distance between both feet. Set the left knee down. Scoot your hips back and straighten out the right leg. So now we're ready for our half splits. Again, if you've got tighter hamstrings, get some yoga blocks. Shift your nose towards your right toes. Find your core in a nice erect spine. Inhale, lift the arms up and overhead. And exhale, we're gonna forward fold over that right foot. Over the right leg, rather. Set the fingertips down, starting with a strong quad, digging my right heel in, checking if my hips turned, square them off, just like we did in our pyramid. Inhale, reach up and out the crown, and exhale, fold down and in. Just 2 more cycles of that. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, take your stretch further, even if it's just in your mind's eye. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold in. Let's hold this at the bottom. And then to get a little bit more outer hamstrings, I'm gonna take my hands to the outside of my right hamstring and just walk them over a little bit. And you're even getting a nice side bend down the left side body. And I'm still thinking of keeping my hips square and inner thighs squeezing in. And just searching for length when my body's ready, so listen in. Good, bringing those hands back in center. Now I'm gonna inhale, bend into my right knee, and then place my fingertips down, tuck the left toes under, lift the kneecap, and step to the front. Now we're in our forward fold again. Grab opposite elbow, sway, shake your head yes and no. Explore your body. Good, inhale, lift up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, we're just gonna step back kind of towards a plank, and then we'll shift right into downward facing dog. So find your down dog, maybe explore a little bit, fidget a little bit, and then find a more narrow stance. You can bend the knees a little bit to find that cow tilt of the pelvis towards the sky. Press back, settle in, and let's do the left. Inhale the left leg to the sky, charge through the heel. Exhale, look forward, pull that knee to your nose, round like a cat. Flex the left foot, gently step between your hands, and lower the right knee down. Shift your weight back. As you lengthen the left leg, pull the toes back. Inhale, reach the arms up, shift towards your toes, and exhale, nice fold over that left leg. So you might feel different side to side, so take it slow. Inhale, reach out the crown. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, so we're kind of waving our spine in and out to help adjust the hamstring length. Inhale up, and exhale, settle in. Hold at the bottom, and just find your slow breath pattern. Notice the difference between both hamstrings without judging yourself, just which one feels tighter today. It might be different every day. And you can take your hands and walk them to the left. Again, you might want to make sure your hips are staying in line so you get that nice outer fibers of the hamstrings. And then maybe walk a little bit more, fold in a little bit more. Keep digging in the left heel for 3, 2, 1. Good to get back. Now I'm gonna inhale, bend into my left knee, plant my hands, and pluck my right foot to meet the left. Forward fold. This time make it a little more active. Grab behind the legs, scoot the tailbone up, and pull yourself closer. This can be anywhere along the legs that you are today. Release inward. Maybe close your eyes to help you feel a little bit more. For 3 breaths. And release. This time I'm just going to kind of sit towards my yoga mat. You can sit however you want. I'm just gonna lie completely on my back. Transition how you'd like. And I'm gonna pull my knees to my chest and lay on the floor, lay on the yoga mat. Take a second and just gently rock side to side here. And we're gonna stretch our hamstrings here. So I'm gonna straighten my left leg and hold the back of my right knee. If you use yoga straps, you can grab yours or a dog leash, or you can just use your hands behind your thighs. Just make sure your shoulders are relaxed towards the ground, and then you're gonna straighten that right leg to the sky. Toes a little bit angled towards your nose like we did before. And as we pull this leg towards us, think of plugging your thigh bone into the socket. So think of plugging the thigh bone down and then pulling the toes in more. I'm gonna pull into the end range and then oscillate out of it a little bit. So it's just a little movement in and out just to let the nervous system get comfortable with the stretch. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can grab your big toe with peace fingers and just oscillate from there. And then when you're ready, just hold at the base of your stretch. Really at the edge rather, like where you feel a good stretch, but you can still breathe deeply in it. Your body's not fighting the stretch because then we'll only resist it. So feel into it, push where you feel a good stretch, but not where you're in pain. Like know the difference. Your body will tell you. Good, let's do the other side. Release the right leg and just shake out the legs a little bit. And then pull in the left thigh. Think of the same thing, anchoring the thigh bone down, keeping the right thigh as tight as well, and then straightening the leg, and then taking your time just to explore the end range here as the toes are coming towards the nose. Where is your stretch? Where do you feel it? Just a couple pulses to get into the stretch, and then hold at the end range wherever that is for you today. It's okay, we're just taking it day by day, listening to our body day by day, and this is really just practicing self-love because, you know, you'll lose mobility if we don't go into it every day. So that's why I always stretch my hamstrings, I always stretch my hips, because then we keep the joint fluidity, we keep the range of motion we have, and if we do it daily, we can even gain more. Having the hamstrings feel comfortable, releasing tension and lengthen if that's your goal. But give yourself the time of day to, 5-10 minutes to stretch. Slow down the nervous system, and listen in. Good, release the left leg, shake it out a little bit, pull those knees back into your chest, inhale, lift the crown to your knees, scoop the belly button in, inhale, sip up a little bit more, and exhale, release into your Savasana. Release the shoulders down away from your ears. Let the feet turn out naturally, and then the fingertips curl in by your side. Allow yourself to take this time of rest. Now we took the time to stretch. We also need this time of just stillness to integrate what we did and to integrate the body, mind, and soul. So set a timer on your phone for 5-10 minutes maybe, and just lie here. Just breathe, take a conscious breath pattern if that helps you. Focus on your inhales and your exhales. You can let your thoughts just walk across your forehead. It's okay if they come in and out. That's totally normal. And you can repeat this video again as well, as many times as you need to, so you make sure you get in that daily stretch that we were talking about. Namaste.